Men of Reddit, how do you approach a girl without coming out creepy? One time, at a bar, kind of like a barcade with games and stuff, I approached a random table of women that my buddy picked out. So, playing wingman, I squatted down as I started talking and stating that I didn't want to intrude on their ladies' night but proceeded to ask if they wanted to play games with me and the guys at the other table. They later told me that one of the only reasons they said yes was because me kneeling down made them feel so comfortable and honestly caught them off guard. Also, after an hour or so of playing some games, I asked if they wanted to keep hanging out through the night or if they wanted to carry on with their night, and they kind of just looked at each other. So before they could answer, I offered the idea of us guys stepping away for a few and letting them discuss in private. They came back and we basically all spent the whole night together. It was fun and awesome. Just any kind of relaxed mentality and having your words and body language reflect that can go a long way. Schrodinger's creep. You exist in both states of until the woman you are chatting up decides. It's a minefield, but so long as you're not a douche and back off as soon as you know it's not welcome, chances are you won't come off as a creep. One location matters. Approaching people in a bar or a coffee shop if they seem free is different from approaching people in a gym, where they probably want to peacefully work out, or when a woman is visibly busy doing some work. 2. What you say matters. It's better to come off as cool and confident instead of being over-aggressive with over-the-top compliments. 3. How you take a loss matters. At the end of the day, 90% of the time, it isn't personal. So if you can gracefully accept a no, you will in all likelihood not be tagged as creepy. 4. Always be respectful of her boundaries. Read the room. If you're hanging out and things are going well, but she seems uneasy about going upstairs for a cup of coffee, respect that and invite her to a second date instead. Just remember they are more afraid of you than you are of them. You say, do you mind if I hang out here until it's safe back where I farted? Approached only women Wool sensed found me attractive. The main factor that determines whether or not a woman finds a man's behavior creepy is how attractive she finds him. I don't. Same. Step 1, be attractive. Step 2, haven't gotten that far. I talked to them about the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. BS love to hear that story. Approach how? With the intention of having a conversation or with the intention of sleeping with her by the end of that conversation. Too much overthinking and step skipping is why people struggle to approach someone they find attractive. I don't cold approach women. Give a friendly wave with whatever weapon you're holding. That's the neat part. You don't come off as having an agenda. Live your life, and if there's a woman that shares the space, then invite them into it. Learn small talk and ask a lot of questions and don't force anything. For example, you're going to a basketball game and there's a woman next to you. Smile, say hi and have small talk about a common interest like the basketball team. Conversation should develop and you can gauge if they might be interested. Shoot your shot before parting ways. Boom, not creepy. My mindset when I'll approach a woman is to determine whether or not she's someone that would be worth the time and effort spent on getting to know her. I know my intentions, and I've been with enough women in my life to be certain that I'm not creepy. If she feels differently, that's on her. If you're worried about how you'll be perceived, then you're going to come across like you're hiding something, which can be pretty damn creepy. Know your worth and don't ever put yourself beneath another person. I also make it a habit to regularly approach women when I have no intention beyond a conversation and some light flirting. Since you've already decided that you aren't going to take it further, you don't care about the outcome and can focus on enjoying the moment. Meeting people is actually a lot of fun once you get out of your own head, and you'll see that most of the time you're making her day by APPRocking. Just treat them like humans. I started talking to my girlfriend in the hallways at work. We work in different areas, so I'd catch her randomly going to the cafeteria for break and I'd just make small talk, and made her laugh a lot, and also respecting boundaries and not pushing at all. Never ever approach a woman from an angle where she can't see you, such as coming up behind her when she's not aware of your presence in the room. You will scare the S out of her. By being confident but also very attractive. Mostly the being attractive. Pull out a gun so she knows I'm serious and I'm not trying to flirt with her or anything. Then I ask her if I can see her purse because I'm interested in finance and doing a survey on the average wealth of people walking on the streets. I have butterfingers, so normally end up dropping it and it goes down a drain. Then I get embarrassed and shoot her in the face so no one will remember what I did. Context is important. Don't approach women at the gym. A bar or a party is perfectly acceptable. If they're waiting at a bus stop, don't, unless you've already struck up a fun and flirty conversation. There's nothing wrong with asking someone out at work, but you ask, and accept the answer immediately. Don't ask again the next day. Don't ask why. Don't persist if there is a no 99% of the time. Losers who think they're always coming off as creepy / having no success are not considering her feelings / comfort and choosing really poor situations. If you are honest, straightforward, and willing to accept rejection without taking it personally, you will be fine. What kind of situations have you tried this in? Original poster, because that's your answer. As a woman, I never think a man approaching me is creepy. However, once the woman gives off the vibe that she's not interested and you continue, then it's just annoying and sometimes harassment. Don't live your life in fear. If you want to talk to anyone, do so. Be kind. If they don't want to talk, leave them alone. PPL are social animals and that's not a social construct. We're supposed to communicate, it's in our DNA. If you're not a creep, it shouldn't appear creepy. Don't overthink it. She's a girl and wants to be chased, feel pretty, but also doesn't want you to be a doormat. So just walk up and hit them all with the same line. Hey, what's your name? Put hand out to shake, says name Emma. Be straightforward and honest. You're very pretty. What's your Instagram? LD like to get to know each other and hang out sometime next week when we both have time, if that's cool with you. Or something more smooth and along the lines of that. 9/10 times she'll talk you, 7/10 times you'll get the number. Just be yourself and the girl will show you through her actions if she wants you to continue. The more you do it, the less you overthink and the more you become natural and confident when approaching. Creepy isn't even an option anymore. By looking good. It's a sad truth, but I was out of shape and dressed poorly, but had no troubles talking to people. I was open and happy and talkative. Could approach women, but they weren't into me except for, sometimes, as a friend. I started working out and I started dressing much better. Behaved exactly the same. Worked excellently. So that's my solution. I don't anymore, to be honest. It's like stepping on eggshells today. I'd rather not approach a girl and not be creepy rather than taking the chance at being creepy while not intending it. Women complain that men don't approach and we have to walk on eggshells trying to figure out how not to be creepy since our mere existence makes us creeps. Let her approach you by leaving a trail of candy leading to your whip panel van. Say, hi, my name is. Smile at her. Approach said girl and say, excuse me miss, I'm sorry to bother you, but your insert hair, makeup, outfit, etc. looks amazing today. Judge her reaction. If negative, reply have a great day and leave. If positive, reply my name is, insert your name and proceed with conversation. When choosing what to compliment her on, do not choose her body. Pick something she has put effort onto that day or something you both have in common, i.e. tattoos, piercings, etc. And if she shows no interest, don't push. She might be having a bad day, she might just not be interested. It's better to leave on a high note and leave it for another day. Be prepared for rejection. Not everyone is looking to have a conversation with a stranger. Respect their boundaries and their time. You can't just walk up to a random woman without looking creepy. You have to wait for a sign, aka a nonverbal invitation. For me, eye contact is the most important sign to read for approaching. If she makes eye contact with you, holds it, or smiles, that's a clear invitation sign. Some girls are shy and do not make / hold eye contact. They will look at you and then look away once you make eye contact. If you catch her looking at you multiple times, that is a clear invitation sign. If she makes eye contact with you and quickly looks away, never looking back at you again, do not approach her. A lot of men misinterpret this as playing hard to get, which is an incorrect assumption that results in failure all the time. A woman that notices you and is into you will always look in your direction. Again, as for the approach, make your way over slowly, cool, calm and collected. Do not try pickup lines your boys find funny and stay away from sexual stuff as an opener. Only use non-sexual pickup lines you've personally tried on a woman successfully. Reason I say this is results vary based on looks. Chad can say anything and get abroad. Good luck. 1. Get off Reddit. 2. Wash your ass regularly. 3. Brush and floss your teeth regularly. 4. Develop a personality. 5. Don't do creepy as profit. Hey, as a woman, I have no issues with someone approaching me and telling me they think I'm attractive. It really depends on the context though. I've had men stop while I was shopping and just say, "Excuse me ma'am, I just had to stop and tell you that you are so beautiful." And really, it made my day. The more you do it, the more confident you feel. It really isn't creepy at all. If she is interested, then she will probably start some banter with you and you can end the conversation by asking if she'd like to grab coffee sometime or something. The only women who would think that is creepy are weirdos. Since when is it creepy to meet someone the old-fashioned way via an app? The worthwhile ones probably aren't on the apps anyway. Just have fun with it. You won't always end up with a number, and sometimes you will be rejected. But when you're confident in yourself as a man and know your worth and what you can offer, the rejection doesn't sting as much. Honestly, worrying about coming off creepy is part of the problem. Don't be in a hole or disrespectful. If she's not interested, move on. Don't worry so much about what she thinks about you because she doesn't know you. You have to know that you aren't a creep and what your true intentions are. Not gonna lie, once I started really working out heavy and got pretty jacked-eyed women looking at me and I'd get creeped out till I realized what was happening. That helped me stop trying, so then I realized me trying it's what's creepy because it's so unnatural. Always give her an out. And be conscious of it. If she says no, don't keep pushing. Don't stand between her and the way out. The issue women have with being approached is feeling threatened. Don't be threatening. And consciously think about it. Because if you don't, then you'll probably do something you don't even realize is making her feel threatened. Why does this question always come up every second day? Just talk to them normally. Like you'd normally talk to anyone else. That's a girl that you know. They're human just like you. If you think you're being creepy, then you're probably right. You're asking the men of Reddit? Touché. Within the context you're in a situation where random social interactions are normal and expected, you stop giving a s whether or not you come off as creepy. In my opinion, most women aren't out there throwing out the label creepy like candy during Halloween, pre these stupid AF trunk or treats. They might not be attracted to you or interested in entertaining your interest, but being rejected isn't the same as being creepy. I believe creepy is significantly more behavior-based than appearance-based. Some generally creepy behavior includes scanning their bodies while you talk to them, staring at them for a while before talking to them, and immediate physical contact without any established rapport. I don't know about you, granted I've never done this, but leading with "do you want to get of here" feels less creepy than leading with heavy "I want to F you" energy. Someone feel free to disagree, this is just a sudden train of thought. Assuming you leave if they say no, you'd still be a weirdo doing the former, but you said it with confidence and respected consent. People would probably chalk it up to the alcohol. You accept that they might want to leave the conversation at any time. If she's scooting away, you're probably too close, or she's outright done with this conversation. If she says she is going to get a drink, a smoke, find her friends, essentially leave, she's done. Allow her to leave. Don't try to finesse a number or socials. If you're not even comfortable with the idea of approaching a girl or a group of girls even with zero sexual interest, resilience needs to be developed before trying to cold approach with sexual interest.